Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. My name is Kseniya and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family-based immigration process. I am not an immigration attorney. These videos are not to be used as legal advice. They are based on publicly available information, my own experience and experience of my subscribers. The purpose of my channel is to give you guys the confidence to go through the immigration process completely on your own. In today's video, we are going to talk about some recent updates that have come out from USCIS in regards to employment authorizations, also known as EAD, Employment Authorization Document. So let's jump straight into it. USCIS has recently updated their employment authorization policy regarding certain visa categories and employment authorizations for them, specifically how they will be expediting employment authorizations for certain types of visas, and also how they will be extending the validity of employment authorizations for certain types of visas, etc., etc. In today's video, I will focus specifically on family-based categories because the USCIS has updated policies for EADs in all different types of categories. However, this channel is primarily based on family-based applicants, and I think you guys will find these updates very interesting. USCIS is trying to bounce back from backlogs that have been caused by the pandemic, and they are trying to make efforts in speeding up the application review process. They are trying to streamline the process in general by waiving interviews in certain cases. And in addition, they're also trying to get people back into the workforce. And as many of you may have been affected by the as many of you have probably been affected by the pandemic, I know I certainly have been, by having your application take forever to be reviewed, and in addition, not receiving any kind of supports in the meantime. So an EAD, an employment authorization document for family-based petitions, is an important integral part in between your application and the time you get your green card. An EAD allows you to work legally in the United States while you wait for your green card to be approved. As we have seen over the past 2 years, just receiving this employment authorization has been taking a very long time. So one of the first things that USCIS is doing to speed up the process is separating the employment authorization and advance parole documents. So what does this mean? An employment authorization is the application known as I-765, which you submit during your adjustment of status application, so that again you can receive employment authorization, you can legally work before you receive your green card. And also at the same time, applicants for adjustment of status were also allowed to submit an application known as advance parole, I-131, which is a document allowing them to travel while they wait for their green card in case they have an emergency or in case they want to see their family members. And so both of these documents separately look like a card. I will try to put an image on the screen right now. So if you apply for both of these at the same time with your adjustment of status application, typically what USCIS would do is they would issue you one combo card, which will include both your employment authorization and your travel permit on it. Again, that is only if you applied for both at the same time. And so before you are able to receive this card, you have to first get your biometrics done, which means that you have to go to a nearest USCIS field office, take your picture, collect fingerprints, and give your signature. And so these biometrics were then used in the entire process. They will be used in the future for your green card as well, but they were also used for your employment authorization and your advance parole. Having to process these two applications together historically has been taking a very long time. and it could take anywhere between 6 to 9 months before you actually receive this employment authorization document. What USCIS is trying to do, they're trying to speed up this process by dividing the two. They're trying very hard to speed up the EAD issuance process, so you will get one EAD card for your employment authorization, and then at a later point they will continue processing your application and you will receive your advanced parole document, which is going to be a separate card later on. And what I have been seeing by talking to my subscribers, letting me know that typically they submit their application for adjustment of status and they get their biometrics notice probably anywhere between 2 weeks to a month, and then they're able to get their biometrics done pretty fast and receive their employment authorization in about 2 to 3 months, which is a crazy improvement, and I have seen it with quite a few people. So fingers crossed, if you are one of the current applicants, hopefully you will get your biometrics done very soon, and hopefully you will get your employment authorization card very soon as well. And in addition, a lot of employment authorization cards, while previously they were valid for only about 1 year, at this time they are valid for the most part for a lot of applicants automatically for 2 years. And another interesting thing that has been happening, which has not been officially passed as USCIS policy, however, this has been seen through the process, is that while some current applicants are receiving their EADs much faster, others are not receiving their EADs at all, and in fact get an invitation for their green card interview instead, so that they can go and receive their actual green card and be able to work that way without ever receiving their employment authorization. So that is another thing that has been happening in some cases that I have seen. I have a couple of subscribers that have experienced that. Now, I want to dedicate the second half of this video towards expedite requests. I know that a lot of people are trying to get their cases expedited, but also a lot of people are trying to get their employment authorizations and advanced parole documents expedited. If you watch any other YouTube channels from any immigration lawyers, attorneys, or any kind of other immigration related topic, you will know that most expedite requests do get denied, and that is because USCIS has also updated their policies on expedite requests to give more clear specifications what kinds of circumstances serve as enough reason for expediting whatever it may be, either your case in general or employment authorization or travel. So I will mention briefly on how you may be able to make an expedite request. And you generally have a few options. One of them is by phone, by trying to contact USCIS directly by phone and speaking with a live representative. Second option is by mail, where you can write a letter to either the USCIS lockbox facility where you have sent your application, or if you know that your case is already at a field office near you, which is processing your case, or by contacting your state's representative, your congressman, who will then contact USCIS and request your case to be expedited. However, again, these are the three main options that you have. In any circumstance, you will be required to provide sufficient evidence for the reason why you want to expedite this. And this has to be a very serious emergency reason, such as death in the family, unprecedented financial loss, medical reasons, such as medical emergencies or medical treatment needs. And in this case, you will need to provide evidence. If you are sending an expedite request by mail, or if USCIS sends you a letter to which you have to respond by mail and send them appropriate evidence, you will need to, aside from the evidence, include, I would say, a cover letter, probably explaining your circumstance shortly and briefly, as well as including a copy of a receipt notice for your application. So if you have the receipt notice for your employment authorization document, or if it's a travel document, including a receipt notice for that, a copy of that, so that they have your case number and your alien number on file, it will be faster for them to access your information. If you are in the NVC process currently, so that means if you are outside the United States, you will also need to contact your local national visa center or the embassy, whatever place is reviewing your case, your application. You can do it by email, you can do it by mail, and request with them, again, provide them appropriate evidence to request expedition on your case. And also that all depends on the country that is working on your case. Some countries who historically do not have high rates of immigrant applicants will generally be able to expedite your case a little bit sooner. However, some other countries that historically have longer wait times may not be able to do that at all. Again, it all depends on the country you are applying from. So I hope that you found this video useful. I hope that you found this update useful. And if you were wondering why you may have received your EAD so soon, or why you have been receiving your biometric notices so soon, this is why. Let me know what your experience has been so far with this process in the comments below. I would really like to know what state you're in, which service center has been processing your case, and how has that been going, your general timelines. It would be really good to know, just for others to see. Please subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up so more people can see it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!